I think I'm live, and I think I might have a better image and a better sound than I've had in a very, very long time. How's it going, everybody? My name's Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger, and I'm live streaming here from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Nevada. It's actually Nevada. Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise. We have a license plate just for that. Can I get a mic check from Keith B., who seems to be the only person here? Mic check from Keith B. And if anybody else is out there, look at that. The government has started accepting direct deposits. Use the Cash app. Get to the chopper. Let's go. Do it. Trying to improve my live streaming. My technology. My technology for live streaming is very bad. It's more I do Arnold, I can sound better. Who's out? Look out. I look better. I look better because I have somebody in my Facebook group fulfilled a need that I had, and it's on a flimsy little tripod, so if I touch the table too much, it'll move. But I'm actually using a Panasonic Lumix GH2 that was donated, a microphone that didn't come from me, and an AverMedia 2 Plus. It's a game streamer thing, so when streamers want to play the Twitch games, you know, the kids... You see, the kids, they play the live streams. That's a Bill Cosby impression. That's terrible. Anyways, you can plug it in and make it a camera. And look at that. How's my camera look? How does my video look, everybody? Am I coming through in living color? Are you living? What? Are you living? What? In living color. Let's see how many subscribers do I actually have right now. I'm not even sure. Yeah, let's see what's going on with that. Because I got blessed. I don't know why. But all of a sudden, holy crap, I gained like 800 and 900 subscribers overnight. Not even. Well, in the last 36 hours. Whoa, Scotty G, thank you so much. Yeah, no, that's pretty much awesome. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, my video today, I took it out to the strip, and then I realized that my lens was filthy dirty on my GoPro. So I feel like a complete jackass. And that wasn't very good. So then I spent over an hour. This GoPros suck, by the way. Ugh, I hate it. It's a great little camera, but it never works the way I want it to. Right now, it's stuck on USB connected when it's not. And I'm going to have to do a battery pull of it. Hey, everybody. Hey, Kurt. How's it going? Hey, guys. Thanks, Scott, for his awesomeness. I don't expect that, but you guys are great when you want to do it. And I should probably also put my email address on here in case you guys decide that you want to email me for some reason. So we will do that right now. And I will just take a second to do this. We'll just do this right here. So we'll put my email where you can get me, and PayPal, it's the same one. If you guys decide you want to do that, you don't have to do that. I'm telling you, guys, it's totally up to you. But I'm here for your entertainment. And I don't know if I'm very entertaining, but, you know, it is what it is. That's my combination. And it's going to be really big on the screen until I make it smaller. Oh my God, look at it. It's huge. It's huge. It's too big. Wow, it's horrible. It's a bad Arnold impression. Anyways, how you guys doing out there in YouTube land? Thanks for watching my channel today. Thank you for watching it every day. Thank you for pumping my stats up to ridiculous levels that I don't even know that I deserve. But it's very, very kind of you, and I do rightly appreciate all of it. Where's everybody from? So Banning, California, some significant other from Banning, California. How are you and your wife doing? It's my wife's birthday tomorrow, and I don't have anything for her, and because we're waiting on our government cheese to come in. So I'm a little bit bummed out, but hey, guess what? And don't bother super chatting that. The super chats don't come until the 21st of May, and I can't give her a belated one because you're so kind to do that. I know one of you will, and you don't have to do that. But, you know, I'm like trying to figure it out. So we're going to get her favorite pizza tomorrow, and we're also going to get, I'm going to get her something very small that I can afford. You got to be able to afford things. Seattle is here, or CD, as in CD Serta Simmons. Make it rain with the tips. Champagne Pappy is my hype person. You're a guy, I assume, since it says Pappy, and that is dude for dude. North Las Vegas is here. Prescott's here. Cambridge is here. This live stream will last 90 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minits. Edmund Chuck, Alberta is here. They call it because of all them Ukrainians up north. In Canada, all the Ukrainians ended up in Canada in the north. Ogden, I've been to Ogden. It's right near Ogdenville. It's like a Simpsons thing. Hi, Steven. chiming in from San Francisco. Happy, beautiful birthday to my wife. Yes. She actually likes Papa John's, so we're going to go for some Papa John's. America loves Papa John's. Better pizza, better ingredients, fresher ingredients. And then Shaquille O'Neal's involved now. Connie is sorry for Caroline. No, that's okay, guys. We're good. Yes, we have the luck. I'm part Irish, so I guess it's luck of the Irish. What am I, an egomaniac? Let's make that much smaller. We don't have to do that. Oh, SB for Blackjack's food. I don't even know where Blackjack is. I am so happy that I didn't start the first part of my live stream out like a complete moron today. So life in Nevada, life in Las Vegas is very different. SB Dreaming, SB Dreaming, SB Dreaming, SB Dreaming, SB Dreaming for Blackjack's food. Thank you guys so much. Look, here's the thing, right? Because... Oh, sorry, Caroline. Yeah, poor Cynthia. I'm sure she's having a birthday somewhere too. The statistical odds of her having, of a lady named Cynthia having a birthday tomorrow are pretty good, mind you. Anyways, that being said, today was a very strange day for me today. I got up around 7 and I've been sleeping in because I think we're all getting a little bit down in the doldrums. Some of you guys are. I know I am. And I slept in a little bit too late. By the way, I'm trying to perfect how I enunciate my words and speak clearer for you and not touch my face all the time when I talk. So I got up today and I said, okay, what's going on in the news? What's cracking, Jackson? And I wrote down the news and I squirreled it away, drove to the strip, drove to the carriage house, rang the bell. Now, the bell at the carriage house said, the door of the carriage house where I used to work timeshare for years said, yeah, Jimmy James asked that. Yeah, no, actually, there's a couple of things about super chats if you guys want to know. Number one, YouTube collects 30% of everything. So if you were super nice to somebody and you sent them if let's say a live streamer was doing something and they said, I have the horrible disease and I need help for my family because I can't work for 2 weeks, and everybody gave them 1,000, they're taking home 700, and it doesn't clear until like the 21st of the next month. You get the money. PayPal takes pennies on the dollar, and I don't get into that because then people will say I'm e-begging aggressively. Anyways, so here's the thing. So I get up, go out to the strip, park at the carriage house. There's a sign at the carriage house. It says something to the effect of, for your safety, the carriage house is closed except for our owners. So if you own timeshare or you're resident, because there's some people that own that place, I guess, just as a year round. So you could go in. So I buzzed the thing, went in. She recognized me. I parked there. That was nice. I had to go somewhere. I lugged my gear around. I set up the camera in the middle of the parking of the walkway between Cosmopolitan and Planet Hollywood. Did the whole video. Looked at the video on the screen and went, oh my gosh, it looks completely horribly washed out. Because why? Because I had the GoPro in my grubby little hands and I got grease on the GoPro lens. And the way camera lenses work is basically the closer to the lens this thing is. You guys will see if I actually focus my camera a little bit. You guys can probably see that. So the closer to the lens that the body is like that, usually you don't get any kind of gunk on it. It won't matter. Yeah, it certainly mattered in this case. So I had to spend over an hour running a filter on it in my video editing software so it didn't look horrible. And then it took an hour to upload. It was such a bad video today. My video today was not great, but I'll get better, I promise. And then I had to get my oil changed. There's $50. Why is oil change so expensive? When I don't know. I don't understand that. $50 for the oil change. Now the oil change is you sit in your car the whole time. And the funny thing is the guy is okay with coming right up to the window. It doesn't matter. I mean, I had a mask. This is my super tight mask that I was wearing right here. This is good. It's a little tight on the ears, but it's very airtight. So I'm like, dude, don't even come near me. Just get away. Go! No, it's old oil. It's an old vehicle. It needs to be replaced at some point this year. Yeah, so Carriage House is great. Rich Leggett was, or is it Leggett? Sorry, I don't know the name Rich Leggett or Leggett. Yeah, Carriage House is a great place, and they're very nice, and they've known me for 5 years straight as I worked there in the past, so they're very nice. Anyway, so yeah, $50 to change of oil. You don't even leave your car, and, And then I had to go to Best Buy and pick up cables because somebody was nice enough to get me this little media device that the gamers usually use, and that was great. And then I had to pick up the cables, sit there for 20 minutes waiting in the car. Hey, Jeff, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jeff. Actually, and so I was looking, this is my 7th live stream in a row. And, that's you go. Change your own oil for $25. It's one bolt. I know dynamic, but you need to have that thing that takes the oil filter off, and I don't have that thing. I tried to do it once, and I'm just not that guy. It's kind of like if somebody came up to me and said, "Oh man, I spent a bunch of money on the Best Buy at the Geek Squad," and I'm like, "Dude, install it. You just buy the part." And then you're like, "Hold on." Then you're like, "Hey man, I'm just really not a computer guy, dude. I don't know what to tell you." Holy cow, my video quality just improved because I turned on a light bulb worth $1.50. Look at how bright it is now. It's a beautiful thing. So anyways, we're going to talk about Las Vegas here. We can talk about rumors. We can talk about whatever. But we have to talk about the cleanliness and the safetyness of Las Vegas. So thank you so much. By the way, I forgot to do it right here. Hold on. Jeff Warden. And if you work in the correction system, your name is very, 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 very appropriate, I guess. Anyway, so, yes. Anyhow, we got to talk about Las Vegas and the cleanliness of it all. I said in a video, I did a video on rumors yesterday. And I love all of you guys. You got to read the titles of the videos when people put the videos up. Please, please. Because when you put the titles up and it says rumor mill, and then the first line of my video is lots of Vegas rumors. And then I have people going, "These aren't true things." I'm like, yeah, no, they're not true things. I said there were a rumor 15 times. That's like walking out of Star Wars and going, "That's some BS. There's no such thing as Jedis and Yodas." And you're like, yeah, I know. Hey, Joe Lar Mensch TV, Joe Lar Mensch TV, Joe Lar Mensch TV, Joe Lar Mensch TV, Joe Lar Mensch TV. And I do that because I don't have fancy little bling bling like all these. I tried to do it yesterday, and that is when I had the problem with having a mute. I was deaf. I was mute. I was like, say I could do that all day long, and you guys would think that it's bad. Baller, the latest is always in my latest video. I do a video every day in the morning time, and that would be great. My boss wants me to try to come back to work to sell the advertising at his house, and I said I will go to his house, but we have to be socially distanced. Anyways, yeah, so I said I would try, but I have not had any luck here at home working from home independently. So it is what it is. Put gum in my mouth. My breath smells so bad that I'm smelling my own breath, and it's tragic. Anyways, it is what I mean. It is what it is. William says I always have issues. That's right, William. I am a regular human being like anybody else. What can I tell you, William? Would you like to hear that my day was perfect? Everything was beautiful? Would you like to hear that we all have struggles? What do you guys think? Tell William Cooper what you really think in the comments of the video. I'm sorry if I'm sounding rude and combative, William, but I'm tired of people coming in and telling me how I'm supposed to talk on camera, because I don't have to talk on camera. I get very tired sometimes. I'm exhausted. I spent about 7.5 hours editing a video that I don't even think many people are going to watch, that I'm not charging anybody for, because I enjoy editing video, but then it transitions to being a job. Anyways, I sent you something on PayPal, but it's showing a different name. It's Sundance Vegas. It's Sundance. It's okay, Riser. I appreciate it. You're so nice to send that. Rob G says, here's a Razor Ramen, Razor Ramen, Razor Ramen, Razor Ramen, Razor Ramon. Gotta say it 5 times fast, and that was very nice of him. We will get to Rob G. Here's a question. Being that cash may be going away in the future, and with, oh boy. So if I say that word, I'm probably going to be demonetized. YouTube by default demonetizes all of your streams after they're live anyways, because they're so long and they have to go through them. But let's see. Whatever. Being that cash may be going away in the future with COVID-19, do you see digital currency being used in casinos at Las Vegas? Well, to answer your question, digital currencies are already used in Las Vegas in the forms of debit cards and all that kind of stuff. And, so that happens and already. But I don't think that they're going away anytime soon. The so-called fiat currencies, FIAT, I don't know what it stands for. That's what that is. I know I put that right in there. Let's see what I have here. Whoa, geez Louise. That is very nice. If that was... Okay, wow. You guys just blew up my PayPal, and I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. If I don't... Yeah, I see it. Whoa, that was so nice. I see that. I understand. You guys, I'm going to email both of you because I have your email addresses now in my app. I'm going to email you after this live stream and say a few words to you. So will those paper currencies go away? I don't think so. Casinos don't like Bitcoin, Waldo, because of the IRS and accounting and all that kind of stuff. So I don't imagine that's going to happen either. What's Prove It All Night, Steven? I don't know what that means. Is that a Bruce Springsteen reference? Because I kept calling you the boss. Hey, Steven, are the plans for the M Resort expanding? I don't know about that. I don't think anybody's in expansion mode right now, although they should be. Won't construction be cheap in the future? But that would be cool if that was the case. But look, here's the thing. I don't want to knock my desk because my camera weighs about 3.5 pounds with the lens on it. It's a digital SLR camera. Just to show you guys what my setup looks like, I guess I could just do this right here and you guys can get an idea of what I'm looking at. This will be fun. I can actually just do that real fast for you. And I don't want to knock the camera off of its tripod, because if I do that, then I'll be a real jerk, won't I? So that's actually what my camera setup looks like right there. So that's what I'm actually recording my live stream on, so you guys get an idea of that. So we obviously don't want to mess our cameras up, right? Right. So Waldo doesn't agree with Bitcoin. That's okay. Waldo, I think Bitcoin's a good idea with blockchain, but blockchain is not just for Bitcoin. So I don't want to get too technical and bore everybody. But are Vegas casinos ever going to go to purely digital? That's a great question. I don't think so. I don't think that they're ready for that. I think there's too much accounting and they have to be perfect up on their taxes. Triple Eight Dice, Triple Eight's trying to bait me into say that the trooper was making fun of me. No, he wasn't. Really hoping Vegas is open by June. I agree with you on that. Bruce asks if I can see you. I can sure see you, Bruce. Is that another Bruce Springsteen reference? What's up, Clinton Calhoun? A customer at a store called me a coward today because I had a mask and gloves. That was my day. Well, it's okay. Look, everybody's going to have a different reaction to everything. That's all it is, okay? Look, everybody has a different reaction to stuff, and everybody's being defensive right now, and that might just be their defense mechanism. Does that make sense? Lucky Dragon had a Bitcoin ATM. Yeah, so does the Palms, and there's a couple of them on the Strip. I think the very first Bitcoin place ever was actually at the Golden Nugget down on Fremont Street. So that's interesting. Yeah, don't listen to that person, Waldo. What people do is they come into your channel and they try to bait you during your live stream chats. And they say, oh, some big channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers were making fun of you. They're not making fun of you. And by the way, guys, if you're on other chats right now, tell them I said hello if you're watching any other Vegas YouTubers, because I think that every Vegas YouTuber has their intrinsic value and everybody should be watching everybody else, even though I don't really watch a lot of other YouTube channels on Vegas because all I do is pay attention to Vegas stuff. Do I have cabin fever, James? A little bit. 2021, I don't believe that for a second, and neither should you. Mackerel is bait for catfish, so we'll just call that mackerel. They're baiting you. Holy mackerel, if you're in Michigan, you're not allowed to go on a boat into the middle of a lake and stay there. That's so weird. Is anybody here from Michigan? What's your thoughts on that? Any thoughts on casinos pushing or pulling offers to pull people back in? Somebody was telling me, and I have to substantiate it or else it's something I can't say in an official video, that some of the casinos were offering $10 or $20 a room night. But I've not been able to find any like that. That might just be a high rollers thing, I don't know. I didn't see what Mayor Goodman's statement was today, Jen, but I'll take a look at it for tomorrow if she made one. Clinton, the stores are basically all closed. Today my experience was... And I'm very impressed with Best Buy. I'm very unimpressed with Fry's. Fry's needs to be put out to pasture. You know, Fry's is like the Michael Jordan of retail chains, where Michael just kept making comebacks and he just got less and less great every time he did. And not disrespecting Michael Jordan, I could not fly through the air, and that guy's a gifted athlete. But Fry's, try to buy a cable at Fry's. Try to buy cable. Oh, look, it's in stock. Oh, look, it's in Vegas. Oh, look, I can pick that up at the store. I can order it and get it in 1 hour. You go all the way through, it's in stock, in stock, in stock, place your order, and then they cancel it 35 minutes later. Best Buy, on the other hand, is the good stuff. I like me some Best Buy. Order the stuff. This little box came to me next day from Reno, Nevada. The 2 cables were at a store. I was able to pick them up in a few hours. I was impressed. Yeah, Waldo, Fry's is kind of open if you call having a couple of really bored-looking employees in front of a tent. 302 viewers. Wow, that's a lot of people. I don't know why they're watching. We'll be getting fancy. Guys, look, the truth is, I want to improve the quality of everything for you. I had a friend in the Philippines who I highly respect as a smart person, and I was telling him that the video I was uploading was 2.5 gigabytes for 12 minutes. And he goes, well, better upload it in 1080. And I said, no. I don't want to. I know he has a coupon for say hi to Matthew. 888 Dice 888 if you're trying to bait me again, and you might not be. But I'll tell you this right now. Matthew and I are on great terms, so that's cool. I hope that maybe him and I can do a live stream together on Zoom, and you guys can all watch us talk about Canadian stuff that nobody cares about. Look at this. This is what YouTube filters. You guys tell me there's no YouTube censorship. I had somebody on Instagram. They're like, there's no YouTube censorship. You're just saying that because you're just saying that. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? They just, when my friend April Martin Chartrand, MS, and I don't know what MS stands for, said hit the like button, it moderated her. Why? Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl. Thank you so much. He is staying positive up in here. That's great. Yeah, somebody said that it's entertainment. I told my wife, I said, you have to be entertaining. You have to use intonation in your voice. Maybe it's because I've been doing sales for 150 years. 888 Dice is a good guy, honest questions. Okay, cool. So I appreciate it. And there's somebody outside my door, maybe. I have cats that have been trying to eat. Hello.
I think you like this design better.
Okay.
Because it has a curve
my wife is here.
Right around on the neck.
Okay. It's got a curve around the neck?
No.
By the way, if you guys have emailed me regarding these masks, I will get back to you.
It's a curve. See, this is my own design now.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Oh, you did your own design.
You like it because it has a curve right around your neck for nose.
Oh, I like that.
For American nose.
American nose. You have an Asian nose. She has an Asian American nose. Thank you very much.
Right there.
Well, I like that. That works good.
Yeah, because it has a curve right there.
Oh, I like that. That's good stuff. Okay.
You can even go deep.
I'm going to have to start putting these on a website. So finalize your design, please.
This is come on.
That's the final?
I'm a perfectionist.
I know you are.
Oh, there's one or two, right?
Hold on a sec, guys. Ooh, Clinton Calhoun. Clinton Calhoun, Clinton Calhoun, Clinton Calhoun, Clinton Calhoun, and thank you, Clinton Calhoun.
Look, see?
I like it. You're not on camera. They can't see you.
See?
You can't see you.
Who's that?
Come here. Watch this. Look at this. Look over there. Now you look like a ninja. And I'm suddenly racist for saying that. Anyways, okay, guys. All right, so
I think,
that's a finalized design. If you guys, thank you, Clinton. I appreciate it. Clinton says, I love your camera work. Do more, buddy. Well, listen, I just finished up. Well, no, on the videos I do. But see the camera? See how it's blurred in the background? It's that camera right there, and I love it.
Oh, the Lumix.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, so Clinton, so I just did a whole bunch of editing on some video today. I thought I had a good computer when I put it together a year ago. Turns out it's not so good when you start doing long 20-minute projects in 4K, but you know what? It works, and I'm going to get through it until everybody goes back to work and money starts coming in. 888 loves Jollibee. Let me tell you this, my friend. The best part about Jollibee is the gravy and the fries. And I actually do like their new chicken sandwich they have. I called it a chicken burger when I first came to this country, and people made fun of me. That's what we call it back home. Wall Street Warlord, my friend who peppered me to death with $5 stickers a few weeks ago. Thank you for that again. Real nice video broadcast from the Las Vegas Strip today. Great to see you out in a boot in the sunshine. I said it like a Canadiana. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to make it out, which means I'm going to have to roll back my bedtimes and my wake up times to about 6 a.m. so I can get up, pop a half a caffeine tablet. I'm trying to get off the Rock Stars and Monster Energy drinks. It's so bad for you. And, I'm trying to get out there earlier. Now, the trick is to get out there, sit down somewhere. You don't see people in its bizarro world. And I have to finish that documentary because the casinos are going to open up sooner than you all think, my friends. I have it on good authority. Waldo says GoPro sucks. Well, Waldo, in terms of technical specs, the GoPro takes 4K 60 frames per second video with their stabilizer on anything above a Hero 7 Black. And it's a really good stabilization. And the audio sucks. The audio is terrible. I had somebody donate me, my GoPro's charging. I had somebody donate me a Rode microphone. This is battery powered. It's an omnidirectional mic. One side's not working, but it has like, if you're a techno guy, you're a technophile person, I can show you the mic I use right now if you guys care. It's got high pass and low pass filters, which means that, if you're somewhere where there's a bunch of cars and stuff like that, you do that, and then it tries not to get the background voice. If you're in a quiet spate, you're far away from it, you go higher, you do middle range, you do lower if you're going to be really close to it. And this mic is pretty good, and it's not a bad microphone at all. So I'm really happy with that microphone. I don't have an autofocus lens, so I have to touch the lens. Autofocus lens, $85. And I'm waiting on eBay to see if I can get one for real cheap. But everything's selling for good prices nowadays. We're not at the point where things have dropped in price because everybody's that broke. You had me at hello. Yes, let's see what we got here. I bored you with my video stuff enough. Yeah, DJI Osmo is fine, but the color is better on a GoPro in my opinion, my humble opinion. And yeah, it's I think the GoPro does 80 megabits per second video, which isn't terrible. Nice modern digital SLRs, of which I do not have one. This is an old one that I'm using. That's a learner camera, so I can learn proper cinematography. That was the newer ones do 150, 200, 500. It's ridiculous. Will casinos use chips? Sean says. I believe so. I mean, chips have a lot of technology built into them at the nicer resorts. RFID chips. They have little anti-theft mechanisms. They can know when chips leave a building and when they go in and out. You know, it's nice. Sooner or later, tell us now. Well, Jeffrey, I would say that if the state feels comfortable with everything. Ooh. Indominus. Thank you, Indominus. Mad respect. I hear your sales fever. Sales fever. The only fever I have needs more. Wait, the only cowbell. Something about a cowbell in Christopher Walken's voice. And I can't do a Christopher Walken voice. So the deal with filming with that camera, it's a nice camera, but I have to tell some stories because somebody made a good point. They said that it's not, when I just answer questions, it's great and I appreciate it, but I can't answer all the questions anymore. It's impossible with 329 concurrent viewers right now. And my chat rate is pretty fast, getting 15 chats per second. So it's really hard to do that. But I can tell you this right now. Vegas will open sooner than later. It will happen. And it will happen because there's too much at stake. The big boys will want to make their money. And if it opens up and it opens slowly and in stages, and they only see 20% and they only need to put 20% out there, it's still a place for people to spend money. Not everybody's broke. And God, you guys are wonderful in the chat streams here. You're proof of that. And, I know people that can afford things. There's millionaires right now that want to come to Las Vegas. And they're going to be itching and willing to come here and spend their money. Back in the last recession, when everything was bad, Steve Wynn actually raised his prices because he knew that the people that could afford to come to Vegas were going to come to Vegas. And so these casinos will get their money one way or the other. They're going to get it. And it's going to be partially from us, and it's going to be partially from the people that can afford to fly private jets in, the people that can afford the high-end things. But what will happen is that as Vegas reboots, as I said in my video yesterday, I said, well, Jim Voila asked something that's topical. I see the comments. I see all of your comments, although I can't answer all of them. He asked, are the conventions coming back? Yes, they are. CES, SEMA, etc. Now, until there's a major vaccine breakthrough or until we can get some kind of technology to clean things on a permanent basis, I don't see them coming back at full force. I can see them coming back, maybe doing smaller gatherings and having the convention center more segregated into sections using partitions. Most convention centers are like gymnasiums at schools or high schools or middle schools where you can run a divider between things. Now, the Las Vegas Conventioners and Visitors Authority said that they're going to lose $40 million because of lack of business. But they have an entire division of people who are just set up to try to win back the conventions or make sure the conventions are still in place. And I guarantee you that they are trying as hard as they can. They have probably a book of sales, as they call it. If you're in a sales job, you have something called a book of sales. That's people that have done business with you in the past. And that's like the holy grail of sales, right? I had a book of sales before the magazine started going all digital. Now I have to start in scratch. But when you have that, you call the people, you make them happy. Ooh, S. Montes. Thank you so much. S. Montes' husband Brian is watching. Shout out, because they like me and I like you guys. So thank you so much. I've been saving up for a year to come to Binion's, 11 days, 10 nights, hotel paid airfare, only about 500 meal credits paid for, so ready for Viva Las Vegas. And Jeffrey Dugan is the exact thing I'm talking about. People are going to want to come here. I should really turn my thing off of my phone. I can't have the ding dongs because I have Asperger's and ADHD. Probably not ADHD, but I get distracted easily. So, okay, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, Montes. So what's going to end up happening is that it'll come back in waves. And, Vegas wasn't built and Rome wasn't built in a day, and Vegas wasn't built overnight. We built the convention business over a period of 40 years. And they strategize things. They have strategery. Oh, I can't say your name right. Yokerlund. Hey, you, Yokerlund. Thank you so much, guys. Please thank Yokerlund. Kenny Wilson says, okie dokie, you're willing to, you can chat, but we don't want to say those words because they might hurt people who are sensitive. Okie dokie, so I have to delete that one. Be nice. Kenny Wilson asked if I got any government cheese. No, I didn't get any government stimulus check. I went to the website. I did file my 2019 taxes about 10 days ago. And I went to the website, and it said that we can't determine you. And if you're having that error on the government website, just know that it's not your fault. You're not unqualified to get the stimulus. It's actually an overloaded server issue. I researched this today on Reddit. Reddit is Reddit is polarizing to some people, but they have some very on-topic things about things like videography, camera gear, video games. Anyhow, the stimulus site is overloaded. That's a generic thing you're getting when it's met its server requests. A lot of servers will just give you an error page. It'll say the server is too busy. They've decided not to do that. They don't want to make people angry. So they put up that message saying that if you got that message today, it says we can't determine you right now. That just means there's too many requests at once. It's okay, Kenny. We'll make it through somehow. We'll muddle through somehow, as the Christmas song goes. So Jeffrey says that Las Vegas is an attitude more than a place. Now, you know what? I bet you there's going to be a bunch of news tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to film a second video, but I think that is so right. The Vegas attitude, the Vegas vibe, the thing that makes Vegas tick are not the monies that go through the door, but it's the tourism and it's the people that come here. It's everybody watching this video right now. It's everybody that might see this video later. It's all 96 of you that clicked like. I don't know why more of you didn't click like, but you could click like. And if you can't figure out how to click like, close the chat for a minute, click like, and then come back to the video. And it's all that stuff. It's all those people that come into town and take a picture and share it and show their smiles and show their personality and show what joy this city brings them. And of course, people go back home and they complain and they bitch and they moan and they say, Vegas, man. And you know what? Those people are like in The Hangover, where it says some guys just can't handle Las Vegas. You guys get a better view of my cat than ever now, huh? And says some guys just can't handle Vegas. And this is true. This is true. I don't know what that emoticon is. If that's a person juggling, great. I thought it was a dude giving me the middle finger. I'm like, okie dokie is my enemy now. So Vegas is an attitude. Vegas is definitely Vegas is definitely a state of mind. It's like, if you remember Wayne's World, where Dana Carvey is playing Garth, and he goes, "Welcome to Aurora. Not just a place, but a state of mind." So yeah, this is my cat, Blackjack. You guys already all know this by now. Blackjack's on a special food diet. He's too fat. He has to eat food so he doesn't get urinary crystals. It's a genetic thing in cats. No fault of the owner. It's the second cat we've ever had like that, and his food is an arm and a leg. So we're going to let him hang out and beg me for food because he's on a diet because he weighs 25 pounds. I have a very large cat, and when I get an autofocus lens, I can back up and show you. But this thing is just like ridiculously big. He's very docile too. Anyways, yes, are you going to gamble your government check on red? Yeah, no, I mean, I think the only safe bet is a bet that you roll into your future and invest in. I'm very hot right now because I'm wearing a hooded sweatshirt. But I think the only safe bet is taking your money and investing it in something that makes you better. Susie Sundevil, Susie Sundevil, Susie Sundevil, Susie the Sundevil, Susie Sundevil. Are you from Arizona, Susie? I'll try to see your chat if you chat. Whoa, thank you, SS Vegas. Can you help me understand YouTube's 3-strike policies and what's considered kids content? I got my first strike. Love your channel. That is really a long explanation, but you're so nice to drop me a $5 and a fin. So I will tell you this. YouTube keeps different things. They have content rules and guidelines. They have strikes against copyright infringement. Those can go all the way from no action against your channel to that video is completely disabled. And they have other things. That's why I try not to say the words for CV. But you know, it's arbitrary, it's random. So when you upload a YouTube video, or when I finish this video and it's finished processing, what will happen is it will go over what I say. That's why I try to enunciate my words. It's hot, I'm sweating, it sucks. I try to enunciate my words so when closed captioning comes up, people can see the captions. Because if you ever want to see a absolutely hilarious video, this is what you do. So Mig Bras wants to market himself. We'll let him do that. Sure, why not? Oh, no, Champagne Pappy deleted it. Yeah, you can market yourself, Mig Bras. If people like you, they'll subscribe to you if you have good content. If you want to see a funny video, go over to watch the Billy Graham Crusades went through Korea. And it's got a Korean person translating for Billy Graham, and you'll see how bad they are. The subtitles are terrible. So anyways, what happens is you upload a video, and the video gets transcribed, and it creates captions for you, for everybody to watch. And then it looks at your video. It inspects your video. And sees what the video is all about. Whoa, D with $20. Special cat food. Also, my favorite casino game is Blackjack. Thank it. D. Whoa, D. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, it inspects your content. So, for example, if I have a channel that's not made for kids, whoa, Mr. 3888, Copeland. I can't say your name 5 times fast. You stumped me. Copeland, 3888. Thank you so much. Concerned about small casinos, gamble local. We'll get to that in a second too. So when you upload a picture, like you say, my content's not for kids, and I tell it, my content's not for kids. I know who's watching my channel. It's mostly men, age 35 to 60 or something like that, and some women, but nobody under 18 watches my channel. But if I put a cat on video, YouTube might determine that it's for kids. And if YouTube determines it for kids, they can't sell personalized ads to children. So you'll get a strike for that. Now, if it's not, you need to appeal the strike. Now, if you're under 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, then appealing a strike can take a very long time. But you can at least get the channel strike removed if it was by accident. But if you posted up a video game thing and it looked like it was for children and it was obviously a game for kids, you might be in trouble. I hate to say that, but thank you so much for all of your support today. This is insane. Okie dokie, you're now in timeout because you can't stop saying nasty things. So, Chocopland 388 is concerned about small casinos in Las Vegas, and he wants you to gamble local. That's a good point. You know, the other day I was driving past a Filipino Asian market up on Rainbow, near Rainbow and Russell Road, and I ducked in there on purpose because I wanted to support a local place. I could go to the big Asian market that's a chain out of Southern California called Seafood City, and they're great and all. But I didn't do that. I went to the small chain because you have to support local small things right now. Those are the first ones to go. Those SBA loans, apparently they ran out of money today. I don't know if that's true, but it's tough right now for all the small businesses to stay in business. Well, so shop local if you can. If it costs you an extra $1 or $2, whatever. Waldo says always to say not for kids unless it's made for kids, and then you're screwed because they'll know that you're lying. It's kind of ridiculous. Terry says I'm touching my face a lot. I am. Number one, I'm sweating because I'm wearing a hooded sweatshirt. I should have thought that one out. Number two, I just had a black cat that's shedding because it's springtime in my face, so I got stuff on my face. Shouts out to Mayor Goodman. She is one bad battle axe. And I guess that could be used as a compliment at this point. So my supercar life likes Mayor Goodman. And have you tried the foot massages on Spring Mountain Road? I've not, Mr. Dice. My wife gets them done in the Philippines because there it's super cheap. So when we come back here, $20 for 30 minutes seems like a terrible deal. Yeah, it's hard not to touch my face. And then I'm going to start touching my face because you said to not touch my face. Hey, guys, yeah, smash the like button if you guys want to. But the thing about Vegas, no, I never put product in my hair, Jeff. Why would I bother? Nobody has any reason to. I miss actually dressing up. I miss dressing up and going to work and looking nice and having a desk to sit at and all that kind of stuff. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? I don't know, but you could tell me. I'm not an expert on either of those places. But yeah, so when it comes back to Vegas getting back into business, it's just going to be little bits at a time. And if you guys come here and you expect it to look like it looked mid-February, you might be disappointed. So I would say look at it right now as a way to rediscover Las Vegas. Look at Vegas as a way to rediscover what we have to present to the world. And if something's not open, just look at it as savings in your pocket, I guess. That's the way to look at it. Sometimes, you have to take not sometimes, all of the time, you have to take the good out of the bad. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put Terry Grant. He's going to be on timeout as well. Guys, I have some moderators. I would like some more moderators. Let's go to my viewer activity. And of course, it's not showing me my viewer activity, which it should. If I saw my viewer activity, I'd see my super chats, but YouTube is YouTube, so it is what it is. But I can't see that. So we'll try to refresh this page if we can and see if that's going to work just fine. Just fine. Hopefully I'm still streaming out to the world. That would be embarrassing if I killed my stream. Viewer activity, great. Susie's here. Now Susie is a moderator. SS Vegas is now a moderator. Anybody that's nice enough to send me a super chat, you become a moderator, and you can help me fight crime, so to speak. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. I just got to do these things right now, or else what am I going to do? So everybody who super chatted me, you're now a moderator. And that doesn't mean you can super chat me, become a moderator, and then be ridiculous, because I'll just unmoderate you. Okay. Yes, so look at that. Let's get this man some more likes, please. And it was blocked by the content filter. YouTube is funny. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. So, Red Pill Gary says he saved a lot with his local casinos up in British Columbia being closed. What do they like up there, Red Pill? I heard the Hard Rock Resort in Vancouver is very nice, by the way. Yeah, I would like to see William Roberts, I would like to see Clark County develop more non-casino-based businesses. It's tough for Las Vegas, okay? It's kind of tough because part of the thing about Vegas is that we lack a university and collegiate system that rivals some of the bigger centers. So if you go into the East Coast, they have old schools that are nearly as old as the entire country with endowments in the billions of dollars. If you don't know what an endowment is like the amount of money they get from donations. Now, I'm sure we have some big alumnus here in Las Vegas. I know we have some basketball players, some football players, and stuff like that. But we don't have, we got, I think, Bryce Harper. I don't think he played for UNLV. I think he might have played for a different team. But we don't have the money, so we don't attract the big people. And, Ukerlund, thank you so much. That is awesome of you. Thank you so much. Ukerlund. Thank him again, guys, please. So you don't have the students coming out of the system. Now, I heard a conspiracy theory. There goes my monetization for this video, but it doesn't matter. They don't get a lot of replays. My friend Bruce Lee, that's his real name, by the way. He has to fight at Fuku Burger. They used to be on the Strip, and now they're over, on Jones and Spring Mountain Road. That place looks really good. But it's a small little burger joint that's always closed when I go past it because they keep strange hours. So the conspiracy theory I heard, okay, the one I heard was that basically they keep the schools here bad because kids getting out of school are less empowered to go other places and work in less profitable jobs. Now, that sounds crazy, I know. But if you have a lot of people with just a high school education or a poor college education, they go into the service industry, which sounds crazy, I know, because to me this is just a place where people go when they basically want to start over their life, and it is a good place to start over your life, like honesty and attitude. Oh, thank you, Unlecal quadruple one. I do this. That's like hang loose, right? Dakine, yo. I had my eye on a nice Dakine bag. I was gonna use it for camera stuff, but it's not really appropriate for that, so I didn't. So, what was your first Vegas experience? I talked about my first Vegas experience ever. You tell me yours in the chat. If the casinos were to ask your opinion on what it would take to get the people back, what would you say to them? Goitior. Well, I'll be accused of me trying to campaign to be a voice for the casinos. I'm not big enough on the channel, first of all. And I say nasty things about the casinos when they do stupid things, second of all. But I would say it's tough, right? Because you have to cater to people who are high rollers and low rollers. You have to find a happy medium right in the middle where people feel value for their dollar. And if people don't feel like they're getting value for their dollar, then they'll go elsewhere. And you need to listen to the people. The best thing I can do is say it's kind of like when Microsoft came out with their game console and they tried to impose a bunch of rules. And everybody was so mad they said they would quit the platform. Microsoft changed those rules. But that was because there was another platform to go to. It was the Sony PlayStation or the PC. You could buy a gaming PC for about the same price. There's no other option here for Las Vegas right now. And so right now, I would say stop acting like you have a monopoly because you may not have one for long. All it would take would be a large foreign investment from some third party, possibly from out of the country. I'm looking towards somewhere like Dubai or China, to build something massive somewhere in middle America, somewhere where the weather's a little bit nicer, somewhere more moderate. And Vegas could find itself losing a bunch of tourism to someplace else. And that would take time, but it would be like death by a million cuts. Okay, so death by a million cuts is like when you just get nickeled and dimed, and that's the way a lot of people feel right here. SS Vegas asked me a question. Can I still monetize my video if I remove the copyright music? It comes with the game I was playing. Yeah, you can, SS Vegas. Just go into the YouTube studio and go to the copyright strike and try to do it automatically with their software first, and then you don't even have to re-upload your video. So that's what I would tell them. I would tell them, stop looking at yourself as though you're a monopoly, because right now you are a monopoly, but that could change rather rapidly. Okay, just look at how quickly the McDonald's chain was rivaled by other chains. Within just a decade or 15 years, all of a sudden there was different chains all over the place, and people had other places to eat burgers. So McDonald's adapted. And now we have these gourmet style burger places like Five Guys coming out. And the burger places adapt and they innovate. But Vegas needs to innovate to hit every single market segment. And they need to clean up their act when it comes to nickel and diming people. Because I'm pretty sure there's something illegal about those ridiculous resort fees that they charge. It just doesn't seem right to me. If you're not using them, how can they charge them? That's like buying a car and the car has a CD player fee. And you're like, I don't need a CD player. See, Bluetooth and phone. And they say, sorry, got to play the CD player fee. You can't have the car unless you buy an extra fee. And you're going, what the heck is going on? Anyways, that's what I would say. But you know what? What would you say? Kevin has not gotten any money yet. A lot of people not getting money, guys. You got to think about the millions and millions of checks going out, millions and millions of direct deposits going out. It's a $2 trillion stimulus, folks. I know it's not going to pay all of your bills, but I would just say try to get through this, man. We'll all get through this together. Reaper asked what I think about Wahlburgers. Well, I love the Wahlbergs. I was I was talking to this person that worked at a restaurant, and we were just chatting, and I was talking, and they were playing come on, move it, you know, the feel the vibrations. And I'm like, man, who would have thought that Mark Wahlberg would grow and Marky Mark would grow into Mark Wahlberg? And this person was like, who? I'm like, Marky Mark? What? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I'm like, they said, I don't know what that is. And I said, well, it's Mark Wahlberg. He used to be in this group, and he was like all ripped up in bodybuilder style, and he ran around without a shirt on. And I showed him the thing, and it was like from 1993. And she's like, I was born in 1997. I'm like, God. And that's the day I got old. Sandra asks, what hurt Vegas was the in native casinos so many. In a way, Sandra, that's true. In another way, back in 2013, I believe that the gaming sector in California actually surpassed that of Las Vegas. But there's another thing to this too. It's that every single time somebody has said, well, Vegas is done for. Vegas wasn't done for. Like when Atlantic City opened up gaming in the 70s or the 80s, was it? And everybody said, oh, that's it. Put a nail in coffin in Vegas. It's done. So, yeah, you have native gaming, and that's true. But did you know that a lot of those states have different rules for what games they can play? Most people don't know that. So, you have different rules. You can't play certain types of games. For example, I believe, and I could be wrong, it might have changed since then, but in Pennsylvania, there's certain types of table games that can't be played. So you have no choice but to come to Vegas if you play craps or blackjack or whatever table games are not allowed. My first experience was the Isuzu Cash Bash at the Las Vegas Hilton in 1986. They gave over $500,000 based on your sales volume. I pulled in $8,600 that day and night and was off the hook. Good work, Ed. I wonder what you sold back in the day, Ed. What might kill Vegas is if sports books go nationwide. So Curthew says that, and I agree that that could be an issue. But you got to remember, in the United States, most of you are probably located in the United States, we have states' rights. States have the right to run themselves. We are, after all, just 50 small, individually governing bodies that make up a bigger overall thing in the United States of America. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that in other countries, the government can snap its fingers and you have a law across the country. For example, in Canada, they have legalized sports betting run by the lottery commissions. And it's all the same game all across the country, and everybody can bet. But that's because Canada has a parliament, and in a parliamentary system, everybody goes with what the prime minister says and what laws his party passes. So when people say that we don't have a balance and a check system here, we probably have a better check and balance system than in a lot of places. And so we just need to be grateful, I guess. Red Pill Gary says, I think local gaming hurt Reno more than Vegas. Before local casinos, it was common for British Columbia to drive down there. Red Pill, you could be right. Reno, on the other hand, just didn't have the massive amounts of investment that Vegas did in things. And another thing that I think hurt Reno more than anything was the fact that Lake Tahoe is right next door, only a 45-minute drive away. So when you're driving 45 minutes to be in a place with casino gambling on one side, skiing on the other, and a beautiful crystal clear lake right in the center of it, where would you rather gamble? Would you rather drive 45 minutes to stay in Lake Tahoe, where there's a nice PGA caliber golf course and all this stuff? Or would you stay in Reno? It gets to be confusing for people to balance out their vacation dollars, and I know I would probably go with Tahoe. Reno also doesn't have optimal weather in terms of like how Vegas has less of a seasonality. Reno gets snow more often than Las Vegas does, and I mean it's less proximity to big cities in California as well. So you know in Reno you have to drive many hours from the Bay Area to get to Reno. You can get a shorter distance to get to Lake Tahoe. Now, it's 45 minutes less, mind you, but we are so much closer to Los Angeles and Southern California out here in Las Vegas as well. Plus, you have more natural attractions out here. I mean, yeah, it's great to go see Northern Nevada. It's a beautiful place. I would, you know, if I could make a full-time living, I might consider living somewhere up there. But you also have the Grand Canyon. You have all these different things near Las Vegas. You're just a hop, skip, and jump from Palm Springs. So it's a really good centrally located location. That's redundant, I understand. Where's Jerry Lewis at this telethon? So Kyle Hal, we're not doing a telethon, and you don't have to watch, and I love you all the same, So Cal Hal. Thank you for being in Southern California, Hal. Is Reno cold in the winter, Arctic says? Well, they get more snow than Las Vegas does. It's only a couple of times a year, and it's mostly on the extreme western parts. But Winnemucca, for example, is right up there, and it is cold in Winnemucca. That's the Johnny Cash song. He said he was dragging his load on the cold and something Winnemucca Road. That actually is Northern Nevada up there. I don't know what Johnny Cash's... I'm not sure what Johnny Cash's connection to Northern Nevada was, because he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. But he was in Folsom, which is in Northern California, when he was in Folsom Prison during that song. The paychecks don't measure up to the cost of a trip. Getting harder to keep up. Yes, I understand, Kissy. I understand. It's 4 hours drive from the Bay Area to Reno. Right, so I guess I was wrong because I was really under the impression that it was less or more time. So Leonard is good at correcting, and thank you for the correction, Leonard. Is the University of Nevada main campus in Reno? You have two of them. Oh, Victor Crawl. Thank you so much, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl, Victor Crawl. I won't forget the wife's birthday tomorrow. I'll make sure we buy some extra pepperoncinis on the way home from the grocery store. Thank you so much. All right, so the question was okay, so you have two main branches. You have the University of Nevada, Reno, or UNR, and then you have UNLV. And I don't know where the main branch is and where the main school is. I know that both schools are famous for particular things, and the Wolfpack usually beats UNLV at everything, but everybody beats UNLV at everything because we don't have much of an NCAA program out here, unfortunately. Back in the day, of course, we were very good at basketball. You can drive down Jerry Tarkanian Way. It's a small little road that connects the 215 to Russell Road, but it's there, and that's how much they love Jerry Tarkanian in this town. Okay, so Jeremy says something, and somebody says something. We got Ben here. What's up, Ben? My man Ben. And Jeremy was saying something. Jeremy says, I got a lot of people chatting. I can't keep up with everything, guys. Thank you guys for being in the chat today. I mean, Vegas versus other places. We can take Vegas and compare it to Southern California. And of course, you have Harrah's. And then you can talk about the Seneca tribe down in Florida. I don't know about other tribes. Is it the Senecas? No, it's not. The Seneca is up in New York State. I was very wrong. I'm sorry about that. This cat is just sleeping at my feet, sulking because he hasn't gotten any food. Oh, my friend Lana from Scotland is here. Give her an eye. Aye, Scotland. How are you doing? I do a bad Scottish accent. It's very, very bad. Aye, it makes you offended. You got to dislike the video. It's my bad Irish or Scottish accent. Being from Canada, there's a lot of Scots in Canada, trust me. I heard today that LV buffets are history. You were right. I'd be interested where you saw that, John, because that's not anything that I've really heard. I think that would be like a lead story, but maybe they're history. I never said they were, by the way. I said that the Vegas buffets will come back, but it'll be slow and certain. But that would be a major change. The buffet areas in Las Vegas are a big moneymaker, and maybe it is true. Seminole Tribe down in Florida, that's correct. Thank you so much. Florida, yeah. So I got to get my Native American gambling tribes, not gambling, my Native American tribes correct. Our cat screams at us until we give him food. Do I want another cat? Randy, just send it to my P.O. box. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. How long do you think it'll be before Vegas is back to complete normalcy? I don't think the world gets back to complete normalcy until we manage to get ourselves a vaccine or herd immunity. And I don't want to upset anybody, but you guys ever think that this might change like the flu does every year? I don't know what to tell you, but I got a mask. And so can you if you guys want to. Just send me an email. Anyways, hello from Spokane. Spokane, home of the Cougars and the Chiefs. I watched TV from Spokane as a child. We watched TV from Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, up in Alberta, Canada. Funny story about the PBS Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. All of their funding comes from Canada because there's like 1 million people in Calgary, Alberta, Canada that watch them. And every time they do pledge drives, they almost all get all of their donations from Canadian sources. That's probably the only PBS station in the United States pretty much funded entirely by Canadians. Three-dimensional mask, Zoom, coming at you. Hey, Steve, when is Resorts World International going to open? Well, I heard DJ Ken that it might be pushed back to 2021, late 2022, but I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, and the only people that know are those people. If Vegas eliminates resort fees, the hotels would just increase the daily rate to compensate. Henry, it's a psychological thing. It's the same reason that you're more inclined to buy an item that's $19.98 than you are to buy an item that's $20. They might be the same item, and as a matter of fact, the $20 item might be far superior. But it's a mental thing. And I'm not saying that they should keep the resort fees because I'll be accused of being a crony for the big resort industries when God knows I'm just a guy on a camera. But at the same time, it's a mental thing. If they do that, then people won't feel they're paying resort fees. And they won't feel ripped off. And that's it. North Carolina, I got Darren in the house. Are you State, Tar Heel, or Duke? And I might have asked you before, and I'll try to remember. I got the Reaper, and I don't fear the Reaper. They're saying there might be a vaccine 18 to 20 months from now. The powers that be are working very hard on that. Who's my favorite Golden Knight? I love me some Marc-Andre Fleury. And now I know that sounds like a ridiculous cop-out because everybody loves Marc-Andre Fleury. But I remember when he first came into the league and he was on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Like, I remember that guy from way back then because I've watched hockey for that long. I am not a new Golden Knights fan. You guys should know that. My friend is in Vegas. They're making masks too. So you guys should all buy Leonard's masks from Leonard's friend. Leonard can give his email, and you guys can go fund their masks too. I know you just mean well, Leonard. I didn't take offense at that. Who has a connection to get free nights tickets? You know who does? Mr. Foley. He has free nights tickets, and every single player. Most of these hockey teams, they have professional sports team. They have a reserved section for the seats for family and friends that might show up. So, Goiter says this is a waste of life. SS Vegas wants me to get rid of 888. Well, if he comments again, I'll get rid of him. No problem, SS. That works for me. Okay, here we go. Look at this. We got Goiter being... No, I don't think that's bad. We can show that one there. So, guys, when you're my moderators, just know it's okay for people to express their disconsent. The only thing I need from my moderators is that you guys moderate kind of sexual and innuendo that's too gross too many times in a row. Racism, sexism, anti-Semitism. That's all I really care about, guys. So don't be worried about being a moderator. Just if you see somebody being annoying, just put them on timeout. Whatever. Your casino host can get you free tickets. Yeah, Steve is right. You can get free tickets if you don't even have to stay at the MGM properties. And people think you do. I had a friend who got free tickets and he was staying at Harrah's. So there you go. There's no other place like Las Vegas. People will always come. I agree. It is not just a place. It's a state of mind. KDW and Steve Sanchez said he heard about buffets from some people in the know. He knows Peeps. He might know Peeps. I mean, KDON is a good station. We listen to 720 KDON. I think they have the Raiders license too, KDWN. It's not KXNT for some reason. I've actually emailed a couple. Yeah, I wrote a letter. Dear radio station. No, I emailed a couple of places and they don't get back to me because they got bigger people to interview. I thought it'd be cool to be on the radio, be like, hey man, maybe I can tell people I have lots of viewers that talk about Vegas that aren't here, and we can give some hope to the people that are here that are worried that people might want to come here, and I can show them that they do. Arctic Thunder asks, what about Canadianisms? There's not a lot. I mean, you have Nanaimo bars, which are from British Columbia. You have poutine, which is delicious. You got hockey. You got some ways that people say words differently. I don't know. It's too bad that we're all going through this, Kevin. I agree. Vegas is going through this. What is the status of Allegiant? It's under construction. I was past there today. Tons of construction crews in front of Allegiant Stadium. Stay away from 6-5 Blackjack. Okay. SS says, as a girl, I need my Gucci store to open up so I can window shop. Nah, SS, you just got to find a way to make a lot of money happen. Then you can shop, we booked for Xmas New Year's. That's a chance. Yeah, I mean, why would we not be open at Christmas and New Year's? What you guys don't maybe understand, maybe some of you guys do understand, the fact that the economy is shut down right now is never happened before in the entire country, in the entire lifespan of this country. And no matter what side of the fence you sit on politically, you guys have to know that we were in the best economy that we've ever had. Unemployment for minorities, women, all these folks, they were all down. Everybody was working. I saw more for hire signs in Vegas than I've seen in 15 years. Now we're at a standstill. And I don't care whose recovery you think it was, if you think it was the last guy or the current guy. But it is ridiculous that this has happened. Oh, Leonard Tackix. Got to say it a fifth time. Leonard, say thank you to Leonard, please. Thank you. But the fact that it's all shut down right now, this has never happened before. People are going to need to go back to work. People need to go back to work. They have to get back to their regular daily jobs. But it's not necessarily because of the money. It's because of the brain that wants to do something. Our brains, we are goal-oriented creatures. Whoa, Ukerlund, thank you. Ukerlund, thank you so much. My gosh, you guys are way too generous to listen to me chat on camera. I don't even get why I have 376 viewers. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Here's the thing. So I'm not even talking about Vegas anymore. Why are you even watching? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't and hit the like button because I have a lot of viewers and very low likes. So here's the thing. we want to do better things in life, right? We want to do better stuff as human beings. We want to run faster. If we run, we want to break a record. If we jump high, we want to jump higher. We want to do better all the time for ourselves. That's why people get sucked into multi-level marketing. Not all of them are bad. I'm sure some of them are good, but people go into that because they want to do better. People go in to get scammed or conned, not because they're stupid, but because they're ignorant to the dangers and they want to do better. So people always just want to do better. That's all it is. We want to be better. We want to go towards something we're goal oriented. With no goal, we're rudderless. We're just a boat drifting in the ocean, just kind of floating out there with nothing to do. Why do you think I'm doing videos every day? It's because I want to stay focused and get better at something. And I've gotten okay at the news videos. I'm not good at them yet. I'm not great at them yet. I don't have anybody banging on my door asking me to be on a freaking video with them. But, you know, it is what it is. So Kyle Hal is now hidden on the channel. I'm sorry about you guys getting nasty messages. But, you know, yeah. So if you guys, and I said it in a video a while ago, if you guys are... You know, if you guys are feeling like you're listless, you're driftless, you're not doing anything, do something. Anything. I don't know. Look up hobbies. What are the best hobbies? Go on Pinterest. I have a friend who's really big in Pinterest. Oh, Mr. Classic TV is here. 1980. Mr. Classic TV 1980. Thank you, Mr. Classic TV 1980. Salamat. That's Tagalog for Mr. Classic TV. Merci beaucoup. That's French. And gracias. That's Spanish. I can speak it in 3 languages almost. Thank you so much. But so take up a hobby. Do something. Make sure you shave. I am not a good example. Make sure you shave your face, man. Or ladies, make sure that you do the lady things that I don't know what ladies do to make themselves feel better. Put on makeup if that's what you do. Although maybe some women don't like wearing it, but some people do. Whoa, Joe Brown. Hello, Joe Brown. Thank you so much. I can do a bad UK accent, but I don't want to offend you because you'll try to get your money back and cancel out the super chat. Thank you, Joe Brown. I appreciate it. And that's really cool. She threw in £2 sterling. Sound as a pound. I guess that exists because the pound was backed by sterling, which would I assume be silver. Maybe that's why they call it the pound sterling. That's just my logical brain. I have not researched the history of the pound, although I should probably. So go do a hobby. Go to Pinterest. Pinterest has boards. You go to Pinterest boards, you see what hobbies are. They tell you how to make things. Oh, but you say, I can't afford the wood. Go to Home Depot. There's a scrap section in the back. Oh, but you say, I don't have the tools. Okay, do it by hand. People built things by hand. I mean, look, I'm not telling you to get into woodworking. Heavens knows I'm not that great at it. My wife taught me how to take her quilting mind and translate it into building patterns for woodworking. I have some things in the back I've shown on my Patreon. I have a Patreon, and I show things there. But, yeah, what I'm saying is do something that is progressive. That's all it is. Your mind has to progress towards a goal. And that was a long way of saying, get off your butt, take a shower, clean up your room, do something good for yourself. Okie dokie is back somehow, and they're saying I should get a job. Does anybody want to tell this person that not a lot of jobs to go around right now, and that I do have a job, and that I work at my job at home every day? I get offended by that, man. I don't need that. Have I ever been to Orlando? I never have. I had an uncle that lived there. He did neon at the Hollywood Bowl in Orlando, which I thought was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. But that was pretty neat. And I mean, I've been to, where have I been to? I've lived in Alberta, Canada. I've been to British Columbia. I've been in practically every single Canadian province, if not just for a few minutes. So he says, I don't speak very much English, but gusto kong ng isay kulay rosas na... Oh my gosh. You know, you lost me there. I'm going to send this to my wife and see what she thinks about it. I'm going to copy this and put it into a notepad because she speaks... I speak un konting lang Tagalog. That means a little bit Tagalog. Okay, so I'm going to send her that later on. But thank you so much, SS Vegas. That's super nice for you. What's up, everyone? What do you think about the Grandview Hotel? Richard, I promoted the Grandview Hotel in timeshare for a long time. Well, what do you want to know about it? It's actually a timeshare, but the rooms are going to be very nice, and it's a little bit off the strip. It's a little bit off the strip, but it's a nice room. But you got the South Point next to you. That's all that is. I'm completely listless and lost shape because even though I try to be very professional with this stuff, I still get shaken by those people that want to just directly insult me. And you're not supposed to deal with those people. You're supposed to be like, just ignore them. Well, when they come out, they suck. All right, so I've been to pretty much every Canadian province with the exception of anything east of Quebec. So no Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, and all that. But I've also been to Montana, Utah, extremely western Colorado into Telluride, Arizona, Nevada, California, Mexico, Philippines, and that's where I've been. So I've been to those different places. Okay, so I have put Okie Dokie on a permanent ban because they were just telling me to get a job and stuff like that. You think it's worth the timeshare? Richard asks. Richard, I'm not trying to throw timeshare under the bus. I think timeshare might work for some people. I'll say the same thing I said before. When you purchase a timeshare, before you decide to purchase a timeshare, what you have to do is you have to. Oh, Mr. Uber's here and he hasn't even commented. Hello, Mr. Uber. How are you today? What you need to do is you need to call a lawyer in your town or the place you're visiting, but probably your town is better. Ask them how much it will cost you to consult to look through the timeshare contract. Consider that part of your timeshare contract purchase price, and then do the presentation. Purchase the timeshare, go back home, purchase on the last day of your vacation because you have 5 days to cancel in Nevada, for example. Some states and jurisdictions differ, so look up those laws. Go back home, get with the lawyer, ask him if it's a good deal, ask him if he would stick with it. If he says no, cancel the timeshare. All you got to do is send them a certified letter in the mail within the time frame, and you get every penny back. But don't be like the people who get mad at me because they didn't cancel in time. Gorder asks, now that you don't do timeshares anymore, can you tell us, do you really believe anyone should get one? Gorder, I think it works for people that can afford to travel. It's the same question same thing I would tell people to this day would be like, do I think everybody should drive a souped up Mercedes Benz? Absolutely not. Some people can't afford the upkeep. The brake job alone is the price of a used car. So if you have a $2,000 brake job or you own a Tesla and you need body work done on the Tesla's bodyworks are worth thousands of dollars. It's something to do with the ecosystem of Teslas and body shops having to dedicate X amount of space to the Tesla work and having to charge an arm and a leg for the parts. It's ridiculousness. So don't complain if you get into a fender bender on your Tesla and something that should cost $300 to buff out on a traditional car costs $1,500 to fix. Ask for a pink bunny mask. SS, you need to email me, and you can email me in Tagalog if you want. My email's right on the screen, right on the bottom corner right there. If you can't see it, I can understand because my yellow is on the white, so now it's up there, and you can see it. Just email me in Tagalog if you want to. My wife speaks Visayan as well, so you can email me in those languages, and we'll get back with you. Wow, on November, you had 8,000. Now I am double. Yeah, thank you, Ricky Tiki. I don't know why that is, but I'm very blessed. This subscriber count has been growing for whatever reason. So it's 16,918. So I guess I'm pretty lucky. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for sharing this video with somebody. If you want to just get in a room and chat with a guy that turns it on like a spigot for 90 minutes. And speaking of which, I have 17 minutes left. 16 minutes and 45 seconds. Bro, you are dope. Dab. I thank you. I'm not hip enough to know what that is, the 12 onen, but thank you for that. Google Translate doesn't help a lot. SS, you can mail me in your language. My wife speaks Visayan and Tagalog. I know you know the Tagalog. I don't know what dialect you speak, but if you're Visayan, she's all good with that. So if you're Cebuano or Visayan, you are good. You get the gift of gab. Feel blessed. Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Cause you're awesome. Do you know how they came up with the name Canada? They put the letters in a hat and drew them. And the first one they pulled out was C-A-N. Ha! Martin Taylor. Martin Taylor's funny. That's an old joke. I like it. It makes me smile. Now, the way they came up with the name for Canada, apparently, according to... Okay, so Canadians got this thing where they want to make sure that everybody knows the history because it's so easy to get buried by the big brother next door to the south. And that's totally understandable, and I'm not offended. So they have these things called heritage minutes in Canada. And there was one about Jacques Cartier. It's not Cartier, to me at least. It's Cartier, C-A-R-T-I-E-R, Cartier. He was actually the first French explorer to Canada. The French got there before the English, unlike the United States when, well, actually, let's be honest, the Norsemen, the Nordics from Iceland got everywhere before everybody else. But yeah, apparently the Native American person that he first met was saying Canada, Canada, and I think it meant like the place, and he was trying to take them over to their camp or something like that. And apparently the first French explorers thought the name was called Canada. That's how they teach it to you when you're a kid. Jim Voila says, I'm rocking tonight. Appreciate it. Keep on rocking in the free world, Jim. Which is funny because that's actually a protest song against Ronald Reagan. Keep on rocking in the free world by Neil Young. Just go discover the lyrics. Neil Young is pretty amazing. Powderfinger is one of the best songs in the world. I'm off on a tangent. Jeffrey says, Timeshare, before purchase, sit down and review your life at the time. Would it be an asset to get invested in something like that? Would you be able to go enough money worth? That's a good point, Jeffrey. Again, luxury vehicle, recreational vehicle. Does it make sense for you to purchase a $150,000 RV? Well, what if you're 70 years old? You always want to travel across the whole country for the last 15 years of your life and you want a home on wheels. Do it. Just know you lose the value. Well, timeshares don't appreciate in value. Lions Crew wants to buy me a beer next time you're here. I appreciate you, Vancouver. Yeah, bring us Molson Canadians. Tu mujer habla español. Alvaro says that they love me and asks me if I speak Spanish. Un poquito en español, Alvaro. Lo siento, mi español es muy mal. Solamente un poquito español. Porque yo, I don't know. I lived in Mexico for a short period and I had to learn how to say some words. Subscribers are growing because you have an interesting content and present it sincerely. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate it. Do you think Toronto and Canada will open soon? I don't know, Ricky Tiki. I haven't paid attention to Canada's news in a while. I look at the Calgary Sun oftentimes just to see what's going on back home because it's where my father and my mother and my brother and a bunch of relatives, actually pretty much all my family, but I have family out of Niagara Falls, but they live in the Niagara Parkway. They don't have high-speed internet. They can't even watch my YouTube videos. Timothy, where have you been, man? Timothy Oster is one of my old school dudes. You don't got to super chat me. You're just a moderator. Timothy was on my first ever live stream that I did. When I had 1,000 subscribers, I could live stream. Give Timothy a shout out. Can you guys shout out Timothy Oster? Because he's one of the original guys that's ever been on my live stream chats. Give him a shout out, guys. Just do it. Just say Timothy Oster 5 times. Punch it into your chat machine right now. Or else I'm not saying another word. Eres el mejor amigo. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the best guy. Gracias, Señor Alvaro. Where's Timothy Oster? I want to see it. Timothy Oster. Thanks for being here, Timothy. While I can peak a little, probably I am peaking too much. I can turn the gain down on my mic. It should be in the yellows. See, I have a thing I can't show you because it would be all messed up. I have a window here that's live and I have this one here that's delayed. Living large, Timmy. Anybody remember South Park? Timmy. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Don't say it too many times. I don't know if YouTube will say you're spamming. Oh, fervently passionate believer. Dig that Heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's from old Hanna-Barbera. Heavens to Megatroid. You got to say it like that. I watched a lot of Hanna-Barbera as a kid. So, fervently passionate believer. Thank you, fervently passionate believer. Gusto mo. Wait, no. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gracias. Thank you. Now no one can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, it's a little too quiet now. We're just going to turn up the gain to where it was. Great. Calgary is a great city to go to if it's not winter time. You don't want to go to Calgary in the wintertime unless you really like skiing and you're willing to be in the cold weather. It was a deputy dog. I couldn't remember which one it was. Actually, videos different from streets along the strip would be special. All buildings, no people. But see, Dell, that's the problem. There's cars everywhere. I mean, I could go to the little plaza down the street and I could film over there. You guys would see what that's all like. You know, hey, that's cool. Yeah, maybe I ruined my audio. Watch me ruin my audio. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Not again. So let me change my audio and hopefully it'll peak better. Oh, I see what I did. I ruined my audio, but it's better now, isn't it? Yes, it is. There it is. Ricky Tiki is watching Jarhead. That's a good movie. I was playing Cuphead on my PC, but it's way too hard. And that's my hard P coming through. Sorry about that. Yes, okay. Snagglepuss. See, Warren, you were moderated because it says snagged puss, but it was Snagglepuss. Now it's way too loud. I shouldn't have played with my audio because you guys told me I was peaking. But now I'm okay. I know I'm okay because I'm in the yellow. Snagglepuss, exactly. All right, more Vegas tomorrow, Arctic every day. Yeah, there you go, guys. I fixed it because I'm a handy kind of guy. I don't want to lean over into the microphone like this too much because then I got to hurt back. My cat has been outside for hours. I need him to carry a camera. Bruce, you can get little cat cameras, I think. They're kind of bizarro. Are the hiking trails open? They are open. You can go on a hiking trail if you want to. You absolutely can. I don't know that our governor has closed those yet. He's closed all public outdoor sports facilities. I got 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. Whoa, Richard. Couple of places you recommend to purchase a home that overlooks the strip, not holding me to it. Thank you. Well, like a lot of places so my old Ukrainian grandfather once told me something. Give me some likes if you want to hear what he told me. But I'll tell you this. He said back in the day, before there were roads in Calgary, Canada, the rich people would live up on the hill and the poor people would live down there because the rich people could get up when it rained. So like most places, the hills are better. And if you ever played a game called Sim City on the PC, you'll know that the old version of Sim City, SimCity 2000, up on a hill was where all the nice residential retail values are. So the West, here you got to go west. And if you go west into Summerlin, there's some hillside type communities. Plus, there's some areas where there's no hills, but they have built artificial hills. One such area is off of Flamingo and Decatur, but those houses, just the land alone is worth $1 million. So that's a bummer. I'd say go west, my son, as they say. You can go to the northwest part of town towards Aliente. They have some nice views out there as well. But you're going to pay for those views no matter where you go. Yeah, Eric, I'm using this microphone here. So this is a mic that was sent to me. Actually, my entire setup tonight comes courtesy of you guys, and I appreciate it. My computer is not really great for video editing, but I'm making it through with my video edits. And unless you spend $4 or $5 grand on a computer, you're not going to get much better than what I have right now because there's a definite cost to performance ratio. But the camera, the capture box, the microphone, this is all because you guys want me to do better. Oh, Richard Gonzalez. Muchas gracias, señor Richard Gonzalez. Turias bien. A couple of places you recommend. I wanted to say your name 5 times. Now, I have a realtor friend, Richard, and if you want to email me, I could connect you with him. He's not looking to sell you anything if you're not buying, but he could tell you more than me, so I can forward off your email, or just ask me that question in an email, and I can open up a dialogue with him. And his name is Josh. He's a nice guy. He's a gentleman. He's sheltered in place somewhere hidden in a bunker in Nevada, but I can send him an email. That would be cool. Watch for the second wave. Opened way too early. Mark my word. Sean, I want the Powerball numbers. Whoa, running at altitude. I couldn't even run at regular level. Thank you so much. Running at altitude, running at altitude, running at altitude, running at altitude, running at altitude. I ate pork adobo, and I am sorry about my little... It's not very nice. It's pretty darn nasty. Wow, I got 6 minutes left. How did the time fly by so quickly? Man... That's okay. Yes, look at that. Jimmy James, Dixon Excalibur is gross. And that was moderated and held. That's crazy, right? That there YouTube sarcasm. Wait, moderation. I love Bouchon Bakery in the Venetian for a cafe and a pastry, like a crumb cake or muffin. Yes, that's a nice place, actually. We had, what are those, macaroons from there. Oh, man. Gusto kong kainan ang inyong pusa. So Sean is saying nasty words in a different language. Pretty funny, I think. I know what you said. He said something about eating something. I'm not going to get it there. Sean, watch yourself, buddy. You might offend some people who speak the Filipino languages. Is North Aliente nice? I don't know the area well enough, Richard. Vegas is a very big, large-scale city. Oh, Kissy Cat sent $10 and it came with a weird name. Yeah, I got to change all that, guys. It's just a business, it's a PayPal business account. And the way you guys can do it, too, these are what you do. At least they do it. Wait, see, David, okay, so here's David. David's telling me that you have to pay me money to get you to answer. That's really nice of you, David. Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, David, there's anywhere between 10 to 50 people chatting at me a second, David. So get over it, bro. Ask me the question. Type the @ symbol. Okay, if you don't know how to do it, it's the shift key and the 2. Tap that, and then type NOT and hit tab, and I'll see your words. Do you get it? Don't be silly. Thank you. Dude, my moderator status lasts forever or only this broadcast. SS, it lasts forever? Yeah, David says scroll up then. Yeah, 10 to 50 a minute, bro. So stop. You know, David, if you don't like the channel, my man, I apologize. I can't put Josh's number just right in here. Please just email me, Richard. I can't post his number to a public forum like this. It would totally not be right. But I can definitely give you his phone number through an email. You can text him. It's probably the best way to get him because he's not expecting a lot of real estate action right now. So, yeah. And Jim can be a moderator too. Look at that. Jim is always here. He's always in the chats. Yeah, guys, because you know me, I'm just e-begging you guys. Yeah. I love all you guys. I shouldn't stress it. You saw me get stressed there. Very embarrassing. The last time I did that, I almost took the video down forever. Oh, Brill. Thank you, Brill. That was very nice of you. Bree. I hate Brill, and I know it's not Brill. Bree28, 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 Bree28. Thank you so much. I just want you guys to know that for what it's worth, I'm going to spend 630 minutes in the last 7 days doing this. And that's actually 10 and a half hours live chatting just because you guys asked me to. So thank you. Herbert asked me to take a deep breath. Yes, Herbert, that's all good. I love you all the same, brother. Thank you so much. Herbert Daughtry. Oh my God, more of these. Mr. Classic TV 1980. I got to go check out your channel because you have a very good channel name. Do you have content on your channel? I want to know. Tony Quest is okay, Mark. You don't have to time him out in most cases, and I can't untime out Tony Quest, so sorry about that. But anyways, guys, here's the thing. Howard, it's better to watch TV with your wife than to watch me, so I don't hold that against you, my friend. North Aliente, it's A-L-I-E-N-T-E. A-L-I-E-N-T, and then E. So, yes. So you can send me an email. Oh, Jim says I'm helping more people. I appreciate it. Slot vids. Oh, so Mr. Classic TV has slot vids. If you guys are missing the slots, make sure you go check out Mr. Classic TV's channel. And Mr. Classic TV is now a moderator on the channel. Thank you guys, Mr. Classic TV. I appreciate you so much. And Herbert, if not already a moderator, should be one. And there he is, because he's always being here and chatting and being positive and being down to earth. And I appreciate it. All right, guys. So look, here's the thing, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you. I got just under 2 minutes left because you're high energy and among friends, and time flows smoothly when you converse with people that enjoy your content and give you this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mark. You're great. 361. It was at one point. Like slot vids, Buffalo slots. So Mr. Classic TV 1980 needs to put slot vids on his channel. It will probably never be 400, Reno. It's going to eventually it'll peter out. All right, so we got a minute. So a minute and 30 seconds. So here's the deal. Is Vegas going to open? Yes. When's it going to open? Nobody knows. It's going to open when it opens. It'll open sometime between May and June. I'm guessing middle of May. Will there be buffets? I'm guessing yes, but somebody said there won't. That's a possibility. Will there be nightclubs? I'm guessing no. Somebody said, well, nobody said anything. I'm just saying no. Some of the attractions will open. The casinos will open. The hotels will open. The restaurants will open. That's what's going to be opened. But this is what I want to tell you guys today. Oh, Victor Crawl. Thank you so much. Thank Victor for me, guys. Here's the thing. Okay, John Boy is the one that said plant a seed and it would grow, and I didn't think it would ever grow. Look, guys, here's the deal. If you guys want to do something nice for somebody, it doesn't always have to be do something nice in terms of money. So it might make you feel good about yourself if you're having a lousy day to do something nice. Do the opposite sometimes. Do the George Costanza thing. Sometimes he did the exact opposite of what he thought he should have done, and his life turned out okay. I was miserable for a very long time. I still walk the earth a little bit grumpy half the time. I'm intolerable. I think it's the Asperger's thing. It's a pain in the butt, and I wish that nobody has to live that way. But sometimes just do something very nice for somebody. If somebody is, if there's somebody trying to load groceries, I offer to help them. Say, don't worry, I'll social distance. Do something cool. Surprise somebody. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a really long time. Even somebody that you don't think wants to talk to you and say, hey, look, whatever happened in the past, I just hope you're doing okay. Do something nice for that because it's good for your soul. Whoa, fervently passionate believer says, exit stage left, stage right even. Thank you guys so much. Yes, because we have a Hanna-Barbera fan. So, hey, boo-boo, I gotta go. I'm past my live stream, but I'm smarter than the average picnic basket. And I will tell you a story about the amusement park that I went to in Canada that was themed after the Flintstones for a while. So I gotta go. Happy birthday to my wife. Thank you, everybody who's shown support. Y'all great. God bless y'all. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:45 and in a regular video in the morning time from somewhere you'll never know. 3, 2, 1, and thank you again, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on, not yet. Thank you, fervently passionate believer, Victor Kral, Herbert Daughtry, Mr. Classic TV 1980, Bree 28, Running at Altitude, Richard Gonzalez, fervently passionate believer again, Joe Brown, Mr. Classic TV again, Ukerlund, Leonard Tekex, Victor Kral, Ukerlund, I can't say your name, Choplin 388, D, SS Vegas, Susie Sundevil, Ukerlund, S. Montes, Indominus, Clinton Calhoun, Victor Kral, Rob G, Joe Lauer, Monch TV, Jeff Warren, SB Dreaming, Scott G, and then also we have to thank these other people. I have too many people to thank for everybody who's been nice. I got this right here. Hold on a sec. Thank you so much to also, Jesus, what just happened? KM, I can't say your name, KM, if you're watching. Mr. H Corporation, that was very nice of you. Thank you so much. AM, that was very nice of you. JS, these are PayPal, and you guys were great, and you didn't have to do that. And Paul W, and there was another one in there, but I also want to say you guys are great, and I can't find the other one, and I feel bad, but I'll be emailing all the PayPal people. Mr. Classic TV, stop doing that. We got to go. 3, 2, 1. This is crazy. I don't understand anything anymore. Bye. Click.